right? And we see that with Sappy Seals. Their community, as you said, is just like diehard, and we're going to talk about them. But I mean, yeah, I agree with you completely. I want to see this Captainz OpenSea. Let's jump into it. Thank you. I did get it. Thank you, Kate.
Weird.
It's not for sale yet, but they're starting to drop them.
Makes sense.
So mint was 2 days ago on the 4th. For those who don't know, like Memeland has been on the horizon for forever. They've been building this out for 8 or 9 months, even close to a year probably. The Potatoz was their first, right? And that you needed 3 potatoes in order. Here's the Captainz. OpenSea is so buggy at the moment. I've been having problems.
It is. Okay, I thought that was just me.
No, it's not just you. It's been buggy the last couple of hours. So basically, they've got their OG collection where people paid a couple of ETH in Discord. It looked a bit dodge, and that one's doing incredibly well. Then you had your potatoes. You needed 3 potatoes in order to get guaranteed whitelist for the Captainz. Mint was on the 4th, but they're only dropping their collection effectively now, and it doesn't look like it's tradable yet. But here is the collection so far. Let's just refresh it and see. So already there's an offer there for 10 Ethereum, which is incredible to see. So mint price was 1069.
Wait. That's a 10 ETH offer. And are there people who have minted that are not taking that?
No, so I don't think these can be sold yet. So you minted, and they only seem to have started dropping them now. There's only 229 items so far, and it is possible that they locked, because it's not fair if they start dropping them for the guys who are. This is offers, not sales. It's not fair if some people who just get lucky and get dropped theirs first are able to trade. So I imagine they're going to drop all of them, send them out, and once all of them are out, they'll then open up for trading. But I mean, these are the offers that people have placed. You've got someone with a 10 ETH offer, 7.2 ETH, 5.5, 5.1. But, Kate, to some degree, I think it makes sense because MVP got you guaranteed 2 whitelist spots, and their floor price was sitting at about 30 Ethereum. So that's taking you to 15 ETH on average that people are expecting. And on top of that, people would have bought 3 potatoes at the top before the snapshot. They were 3 Ethereum each. That's 9 ETH. Then you'd have to pay 1 ETH in order to mint. So it does make sense that they'll come out the gate at 10 to 15 Ethereum. Where they settle is a completely different story. Where they finally settle, I don't know that 15 ETH is going to be sustainable. In my opinion, it probably won't. But who knows? But yeah, I do think fair value is 10 to 15, considering the amount you would have to invest in order to have gotten the whitelist for this project.
Oh fuck, dude! I completely missed the mark on that. Then, I saw NFT
easy.
Nate posted. No. I saw NFT Nate post his reaction or his floor price prediction. I watched part of the video, but then I got distracted. I didn't finish the video, so I never saw his prediction. Same with Blockchain Gavin and 2 other YouTubers. Didn't actually see their prediction, so I have no idea going in. All I know is the mid 1 ETH, and all I know is that their other collections are high. And someone on Discord goes, "Okay, what's your prediction for the floor?" And I was like, "Man, it's got to be 3 to 5 ETH max." And I heard no response, and I'm gonna assume it's probably because I was so far off that he told me to go to hell.
Yeah. So
what do you think?
yeah,
You think 10 ETH for real on a 10,000 collection? You think it's gonna hit 10 ETH? I just don't see that. Even with all this information, I still am wanting to stick with.
Look at the demand. You've got 15,500 people who were trying to mint who had whitelist. So either had 3 potatoes as guaranteed, or had MVP or whatever. So 15,000 people wanted, and there's only 10,000 people. So if someone wanted, they bought 3 potatoes, they were willing to pay 10 ETH on it. There's 5,000 people who are going to want to buy on the secondary, and just from this, let alone outside of it. So I do think we do see a pump out the gate, a big pump. They're going to be airdropped tomorrow, so you'll see your full collection there, and then people can start trading them. I mean, that's crazy. It doesn't matter if it's a 20 WETH offer because it's only going to be tradable tomorrow. So this could also be look, this could also be the team, hey? This could be
No,
the team trying to
I
like.
don't think it's the team because that'd be kind of illegal, or I don't know if it'd be illegal, but that could be anyone bullish on Memeland just trying to pump it up before tomorrow.
Fine, the team or anyone bullish, knowing that it can't be traded right this second,
It's Philip.
trying to like get prices
It's
up
Philip.
and things like that.
It's Philip.
I don't.
Don't let him deter you. He's
I've
trying to deter
I've
you.
got
Don't let him.
news.
He's
I've got
gonna keep
news.
talking and pretend like it's not him, but it's him. Don't listen, guys.
I don't
Philip's
have.
the one leaving these offers.
I don't have 20 WETH and I can prove it. I cashed out quite a lot of crypto at the end of last year. I still have, my Clone X and some nice NFTs and, 5 to 10 ETH sitting there ready to deploy. But yeah, I think that we've got to see what this year brings. The macro is still looking really, really hopeless, and we can't just all get so bullish and think that it's over. At the same time, there are huge opportunities. So if you know what you're doing and you're careful and you're buying into good projects, then you're looking good. But I mean, this for me is great. It's good to see a project that has really taken their time. Potatoz have just been rising and rising since they came out. Captainz are now coming. Going to be interesting what happens to the Potatoz floor. I do know that they've said there's going to be a huge amount of utility for Potatoz going forward.
Really?
Okay. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what they end up doing with this whole ecosystem. You see, so they're saying here that the Potatoz are your portal to Memeland and also your best companion. This is outdated, but I did see a whole tweet thread from them and they basically like literally said, if you think that the only utility for Potatoz is whitelist for the Captainz, you've got another thing coming. You need your Potatoz. And this is the MVP collection that we were talking about. Here you can see, this is what people who really bought in really early to this guaranteed 2 mints if you bought this. It is deceptive here because 44 ETH, no one's buying it at, but people are buying at 27, 36, 32, 32, 30, 31, 29, 29.
Wow.
So you can say, and not a huge amount of sales. I mean, obviously, people aren't going to buy now because the mint has already happened. So again, going to be interesting to see what happens to this floor price. But on average, people were paying 30 ETH in order to get 2 guaranteed mints of the Captainz.
This is going to be cool because for after this whole debacle ends, I imagine the floor will crash pretty tremendously on this project, but it'll be one of those where half the people say, oh, this is a great opportunity to buy in while it's cheap again. But it's like, okay, what are they going to deliver next that would give such utility and such money price running up again? Like in the sense that, do we have to start looking at NFT projects differently as they move into phase 3, phase 4, phase 5? Rather than watching collections continuously do phase 1 and phase 2 over and over again, like watching projects do their thing, do a couple things for a few months and then drop another collection, do a few things for a few months, drop another collection. But like after those initial drops, kind of like with Bored Ape Yacht Club, at what point do you have just too many things being dropped and they're like just not as much value? Kind of like Psychedelic Anonymous. I feel like they dropped a collection or two too many. And now we're at a point where like, what is the utility of holding it? And then we've kind of seen the floor crash because of that. And then is that even good or bad? Like, do the NFTs have to hold these exorbitant high floor prices in order to garner respect or garner FOMO to be in the community? Like, what can we get to want to be in the community if there's nothing to look forward to? You know how you said, like, once Doodles drops their announcements, then everything crashes because there's something to look forward to. There's no reason to hold it. And that's going to be what's interesting about watching NFT projects move in their phase 3, phase 4, because now it's like, okay, it's a different game. It isn't a game of like hot potato anymore. It's a different style of game. I'm interested to see how people use that and how people navigate the world with that.
100%. So just one thing that Obi-Wan did say is MVP means you were airdropped 2 free Captainz. You didn't actually have to mint them.
Wow.
Right?
That's
so
wild.
You wouldn't have to pay the 1 ETH in order to mint them. It wasn't whitelisted with that. Other thing that he mentioned, and it is true, it's a very gamified reveal. It's going to take weeks and weeks to properly reveal, and there's a lot to do. So they're definitely trying a lot of different things here. Even the way the Potatoz evolved and their whole way of doing it is completely unique in the space. Their team is very notable, and it's going to be interesting to see. I saw a comment from Captainz, our good friend. Happy New Year. What's happened?